Yeah, I'm not gonna do that shit because it's gonna cut that motherfucker right off. I need to find my Ethernet cable. I could, but I gotta get my stand. Oh.
We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off.
For Arkansas.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards.
Yeah, because the the headquarters is there. So they get to, they got a sponsor with Arkansas.
Johnson wants to throw it. He's going to go for a big one. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd, Palmer. The exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump, but that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football.
Breaks into the open. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Looking left.
Oh, bro, come on, bro.
Gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that
Man.
many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's how pressure.
Oh, man, come
the
on.
passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Johnson looking to throw. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense.
Oh, my God, he was wide open.
Complete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there. Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football. All eyes on him and play physical.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Caught in the backfield, it's Diggs. Touchdown, Rebels! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football, he does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One final play before the end of the quarter. On the direct snap, it's Brown. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Brown. Here's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the Wildcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Maybe just trying to get some breathing room to kick it away. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Ole Miss! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Brown. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's out of bounds at the 5, and what a job to set up his offense. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Direct snap. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? If it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Johnson wants to throw it. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
It's caught downfield. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And his throw is incomplete.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game.
He's loose on the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was...
He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He turns that loose down the right side. And he hauls it in at the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That's going to do it here in the first.
Nigga, I called timeout.
We'll head to halftime.
Whatever. That's whatever. That was some bullshit. Whatever.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
Unloads to the right. Holds it in. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Rifles it down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. On the option. Quick toss. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit? When he's not scared to come up and tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle.
Turning it on. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Johnson looking to throw. Floating away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football. Right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can
What's
throw
up, Chris?
I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the corner. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything right now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. They'll run play action. They get to him as he throws. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And right down the middle. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires left.
Oh
And
my
the
gosh,
physical
dude.
play
Come
there
on.
forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good
You
throw.
gotta be kidding
It was
me
a
on
good
that.
route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Are you kidding me, bro? Throw that shit over him, man. Come on.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Hey, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. And that one's way too far for everybody.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just 1 possession, so they've got to make some big plays here on pass defense. They've got to be able to cover.
Johnson wants to throw it. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll try the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down, and the defense has no choice but to sell out to stop the run. The give is to Taylor. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Timeout is called by the defense and 12 seconds remain in the football game. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games,